And look what we have here. We have a little police cat. And let me introduce Police Kitty. I think that's official name for Police Kitty. Let's just say this. This is not my police cat. Probably the first time I really featured someone else's creator in someone else's character in my work. But this little angry little feline feral police officer was made by my friend Kitty, who happens to be a PhD student at Silicon University, where I was an art resident. And so I taught her a little bit about Nomad Sculpt, just the very intro base skill set, and she just started making her own thing, and this came out of it. So I wanted to include. I'm even forgetting the phrase I'm trying to say. Oh, I've been sick so long, basic phrases kind of escape me at this point. So forgive me. Anyways, Police Kitty, made by my friend Kitty. I love Police Kitty, and I wanted to feature this character in episode 4 of The Adventures of Jaffa and Juju. Jaffa on the left, Juju on the right. I have since gotten rid of Mr. Waddington. Mr. Waddington is in episode 3. Now, I say episodes very lightly. These were really glorified dioramas. I just think it's just fun. It's just fun to make these. It's been a real trip to kind of just put them together very organically. Right now, if I preview it, you'll see. Oh man, Police Kitty is not happy. And actually, it's really interesting. I just came across an article about the state of food stalls in Bangkok and how the government is trying to crack down more. Crackdown is it's a bit of a heavy word I'm using, but essentially trying to beautify, the streets and make it easier for locals and tourists alike to be able to navigate things a lot better. Because as it is, it's true. In a city of 15 million people, it is not a very walk-friendly city. So you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I got that phrase right. In terms of how do you satisfy local economy and also allow for lots of clean, almost Singaporean space, which is what they're trying to model off of. I think it's virtually impossible to get that kind of cleanliness, though. I personally love, the street hawker culture very much. I get it from a hygienic point of view and all sorts of things. But anyways, that's all to say, my long rambling way of saying that's how I'm setting up the scene contextually. So let's import a few things in here. I know that I have Cat Police, Adventures of Juju, episode 4. I have a few little dialogues here I want to get in the picture. So easy as that, right? We get our little. That's been a while since I've been an Aero, so you gotta forgive me. Again, I wish there were a shortcut key or some kind of shortcut to get isometric views of our scene. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Let's say 1.5 at least. Because this is, if you're standing next to it, so let me show you where this is. This is actually right by Silicon University itself. And hold up, let me stop this stream on the other end because I know it's working. Although, if anybody wants to, here, I'm going to click in on the Facebook side. I got 2 monitors going, so forgive the juggling of balls, but I'm glad that this is at least working. Cool. Yep, I can hear myself. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so you gotta think that they're right beside them. Wait, let me see where the location button is. This is just the playing of the animation here. This is the behaviors set up. And I think Adobe's done a rather decent job of making that super easy, non-programming. I want to figure out how to not, because in my last few um, dioramas episodes, I don't like that you can see it backwards. The lettering, I mean. So I imagine there's a way to make it not so. But having said that, you can see what Police Kitty is saying here, which is, I've told you before, Miss Juju, you don't have the permit to sell on campus. So this is on campus, right across from the palace too. So it's a really like cool spot if you were to buy Jaffa's biscuits, right? So she has a counterpoint, and let's make sure Kitty Dialogue gets in there. Just making it one group, so it's just easier to move everything should I need to do that. Juju Dialogue 1. We will also make that 1.5. She's small but very mighty. And what we're going to do today with Juju, because I'm happy with Police Kitty's exasperation animation-wise. And I grabbed that off of Mixamo, which, by the way, is back here. Let me get out this Blender screen. Just so you know, this has been fun. A little aside, I've been working on an animated version of Cyberbun. And so we have that almost ready to go. But this is just a showcase, a little bit of process. Well, this is all process, but we're a little slow refreshing here. I want to find a canned animation for Jaffa, perhaps, maybe not. Or I may just continue just manually animating Jaffa, which is true here. That's what we did. If I go to the... Oh, I'm not in Blender. My God, I don't even know what program I'm in. Okay, so we have these two. They're yapping at each other. There's going to be a back and forth, essentially. So I'd love that. So if I could click on... This would come up immediately, right? As its own piece of dialogue. Juju dialogue would come up next. Like it would trigger the next piece of dialogue and then so on and so forth. So that's what we really... I'm not sure if I'm going to get that done today, frankly. I'm very hungry, so I'm going to keep this to half an hour at best. But like I said before, these are my public diary entries, and oh, I just heard my... Oh, that was my stomach growling. Oh, so okay, let's take a look at that location. For some reason, it's not showing up in the background here. I forgot if it's supposed to, but in the past it has. That's why I'm puzzled. This is exactly where it is. They don't have a 3D view of it, unlike my local map. But yeah, it's right outside the campus. This is one of the main entrances. So there's a lot of tourist activity right around here, and actually a lot of street vendors along the street here. So it'll be fun if someone does trigger this AR filter to just get a environmental context for what they're seeing visually. Yup. Okay. What do I want to do? I think what I want to do is make sure Judy has another piece of animation, something a bit more exasperated and like she just kind of threw with things, you know? In fact, we need to find her Blender animation. Let me see if I can find it. It's been a while since I've touched this. It's Java Solo. I'm pretty sure she's in one of these projects. Bear with me. I wish I was so much more... Oh, you know what? I bet you she's in her own thing. Where's Judy? I call her by two different names, Judy or Juju. Where are you? There's Jaffa. It's good about giving him his own folder. But where's Juju? Oh, I hope Juju's not on a different machine. I don't think that can possibly be true. Or is Juju now? Oh, you know what? I bet you. Here, Cat Police, Jaffa. Wait. Oh no, Juju's not in here. No, Piggy. Oh my God, it's right there. But is Piggy? Okay, sorry, it's very unprofessional. I just got to figure this out because otherwise, like, what are we even doing? Okay, there's a lot of Jaffa-ness here. Got a lot. It's just a mess. Oh, okay. So there's Judy, but there's no Blender file for Judy. How odd. Did I just like literally export her as her own thing? That can't be true. That's the original. Cool. So by the way, Juju first started out as like a workshop piece, like an example of how I would make a character from scratch. And so I kind of love her little origin story there. So that's the Juju. Is that going to show up? Well, regardless, we can work on other things in the meantime, but there's her render. What's inside here? I love that I don't even know what's going on. That's how long it's been. It's been a couple months, so forgive me. But yes, file organization, very important. And I'm clearly not following that. Professionally, I do. Just understand, professionally, you ever work with me, I will always make sure things are named well, they're in their folders. But when it's just me, myself, and I'm pretty disorganized. So many Betty Bun Buns in here. Okay, so one thing I want to show you is that there is also Actor Core. So I used, so she's definitely in here. She's definitely one of my uploaded actors. So she's right here, which is great. Okay, so I know that there is a version of her in here. And that also means I could just bring her into Blender. Here's a question I have. It'd be really cool to use this, right? And then actually download it with that very specific action that I want. So let's say we want this motion. Not this motion. Where are my packs? Here, I'm going to go back. I'm going to figure this out. So this is my inventory. I just bought these the other day. And there's some really good ones in here. If you're looking for ways of not manually animating a sequence, these are great options. These are all, either manually animated or hand key 3D, as you can see here. Talk and listen, sit and talk, act and move. I think that's what I wanted. Yep, for female. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's see. This is the way to do it. Cool. Export motion only. No, I actually want the physical. Yeah, great. Oh, that's so interesting. But why are you not giving me the motion? I don't want just okay. Yeah, give me everything. I want to see everything. Okay, here we go. So there's a bunch of different things in here. Yeah. Stand to sit, run, and as you can see, these are all it's a compilation of all the motions. Okay, there's that. Talk and listen. What did I say? I want act and move. Hello. Oh, view items. Oh, that was not very obvious to me. Okay, let's take a look at some of these. We don't want anything that is running around. Oh, stand angry. I think that's the one. Stand argue. Let's take a look. Stand angry. Uh-huh. Stand argue. Because Juju's got a bit of sass, and that's what I want. I want sass. I feel like the pointiness is fun. It's like, what's the best to play off of Police Kitty's sort of like obstinance? Stand angry. I think it's going to be stand, argue, talk. I think that's going to be the one. So if I download that, okay, that's how we do it. Download that with this. You're honestly just seeing me do this in real time. So embed texture, great. Will it come out as an FBX? That's really all I kind of care about. And because I mostly work with Blender, that's what we're going to do. But they have a lot of choices, as you can see. Oh, if using a re-illusion, no, we're fine. Okay, let's see what happens. 2 items queuing. Oh, that might be that's a metal file. What? That is not cool, man. Okay, there we go. Motion 309. Great. Uh-huh. Let's extract everything. Let's see how this looks. Okay. No? Hmm. Maybe what it's doing is that it's only allowing me to. I may have to do a little bit of Blender work, but let's see if it. It's my first time doing it. Like I said, let's see how this works. If I just literally bring it in, what's going to happen? Whoa, you are very small. Whoa, what is up with the scale? Okay, let's go 25. Wait, how big is this one? How big is Judy? Whoa, Judy. Okay. Sizes are all over the place here. Okay, let's go 35. And let's see if you have any kind of motion attached to you. So for that, I go here. I want to see if I can start an animation. No, there's nothing in there. Yeah, there's really nothing in there. Okay, so we got to do the work. We got to do the work. It's all right. La, 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 la. Let's get our FBX in there. Let's see if I know how to do this. So we have our actor, which is fine. Why are you so small? Okay, cool. Oh, it did come in with textures of some kind. That's good. Cool. All right, let me see. So if I bring in the FBX of the motion, we want to make sure that works. Uh-huh. Right. That's its own armature. So we want to make sure. Oh, here's the thing. Let's make it the same size. So technically it's right under there, but what's important is that we bring it into the action here. Boom. And then we can get rid of the old armature. Don't know if that made any sense, but here we are. Oh, she's sassy. You're so sassy. A lot of like crazy weight stuff happening here. But for now, I'm not going to worry too much. Oh, you know what also is happening? It's a lot of, she's kind of getting lost in her own body there because her arms are so stubby. Okay. You know what? Let's take a look at the other one just to be safe. I want to see. So she's actually what she's doing is crossing her hands, and that's just not coming through. I wonder if that's something, you know what? I can't, it's too bad. One thing I like about Mixamo is that you can play with those parameters, the parameters of like how far the arms are coming apart. So it's interesting to see sort of the pros and cons of each thing. Okay, so this one also has sort of not only crossed arms, but arms akimbo. I'm glad I got this pack though. This is great. Okay. We're just going to go with what we have. I don't have time to like totally change everything at the moment. Also, I'm also noticing how sharp these arms are, by the way. That's just not the best topology in the world because I didn't even bother to do retopology, and as I never do. Um, so let's export this as an FBX with copy. That means that it will embed the textures, supposedly. I'm going to do that armature in the mesh. We are going to, well, we're going to put it where it should be. I'm going to put it in the episode 4 folder. Or you know what? Actually, I should put it in the piggy folder. Juju, angry. So angry. Okay. I'm going to come back to Adobe Aero. How's everybody doing over here, by the way? Okay. Wow, I took up a lot of time with the nonsense of trying to find Juju and everything. So, but that's the thing. Public die entries. That's the way this works. Okay, she's in Piggy, which I really should rename Juju because that makes sense. Juju angry. Let's see how Juju angry looks. And we want to make sure that Juju's around the same size as her counterpart. Oh, now you nice and big. Okay, let's. Oh, and also, where are you in space? Okay, that's great. Let's make sure to bring you down a little bit. Oops. Probably going to take those cookies away. Oops. Wait, why is the scale not working? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see. If we're doing what you need to do. Okay, let me change the subject to Juju angry. See, I can just replace what I lost there. Yeah, it looks like. Yes, that's great. Okay, we're going to move those cookies somewhere else, by the way. But for now, that did work. Officer Kittles. Okay, so I just renamed Police Kitty. Where should I put the cookies? Maybe the cookies are like stacked on top. Anyways, good news though, right? We got Juju working. Let's move these cookies somewhere else. Maybe it's actually in the it's stacked like ready to go inside the. Oh, I really don't like that I can't move around so well in here. Also, this is still very much this version of Adobe Aero, especially, is still very much in beta as far as I know. So, and I'm kind of wondering when, things start to evolve a bit more, we get more answers as to what the overall sort of, plan is for it. Because in theory, I really do love what it does, and for the most part, it works. But there are things that need fixing. I will say that there's just like the forms are so in terms of getting answers. And I'm speaking specifically to like any official responses from staff in Discord, for instance, or yeah, okay. Maybe one of the last things I'll do before I sign off, because I got these two working great, is maybe just playing a little bit with the. Oh, wow, they are super angry at each other. This is awesome. And so non-confrontation over here. Jaffa's just like, I'm just gonna keep making biscuits. But I want to do something with Jaffa too before I deploy this into the world. Now the funny thing is, I am not in Thailand. I'm in San Francisco now, so I actually have to, maybe I don't know if Kitty can help or my friend Gomesh can help um, film it at the entrance. So this is like kind of the beauty and the sadness of it being geolocated. I can't go back to the scene of the crime and reshoot this as much as I'd like to. So they're having a great time just yelling at each other. Oh, bureaucracy. And there's more dialogue between these two. So let's see here. Put this in the group. Let me see. How do I do this? I think you come first, so you have to be clicked upon. Yeah, it has to be such that if you're clicked on. Okay, play animation, great. Play images. So as soon as the scene starts, but actually I want more than that. So is it? I think it's will show work? Let me see here. Nope. Kitty dialogue one. Duration, infinite. Show, hide. So it's kind of an if-then thing. So it has to kind of ping pong between them both in terms of the logic. No, it doesn't. It doesn't need to scale. Okay, let me just see what that looks like. Does it even do what I want? No, it doesn't do the thing that I want it to do. Fade, kitty dialogue, show. Or do I need to move it? Can I move it up? Let's see. Oh, it's infinitely cycling, which I don't want. So that's showing. But you get the idea. What I'm basically doing is making sure. I could have it so that it's on its own cycle. So I could have it so like, there's a 5-second point here, but I kind of like being able to click on each character. But let's try that. Okay. So there's that, right? Oh, it's an infinite mode. I don't want infinite. Okay. And then for oh, I'm actually in the wrong section. This should be down where you are. Should be right there. Okay. Then Juju Angry should also have show. We are going to show play animation. Yep, fine. Wait, where's my hold up. Kitty dialogue. Can I pull this into here? No. Oh, duh. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm like totally slow today. Okay. Juju dialogue. The whole point is you have to click on a dialogue itself. Make sure that's highlight. And then I think it's show. Yeah, there we go. Ugh. Okay, so that will also be a 5-second duration, but I will also give it a 5-second delay. So that way when it fades on. So, okay, you'll see what I mean. Or you won't see what I mean because it clearly isn't fading on the way I wanted it to. I think it actually has to be hidden then. Yeah. Do we hide first? Maybe we hide first. We hide 5 seconds. And then do we show? Let's see. 5 seconds. Let's see if that works. Oh no, it's just delaying the fade on. That's annoying. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Because I am doing something wrong. Logic would say you want to hide it first for 5 seconds and then show it after that point. Wonder if we do it from here instead. 5 seconds. Fade. Delay 5 seconds, but I think it's going to do the same thing. Yeah. I want to get this right. By the time I do this again with you all, you'll see that it works. Okay, so there's an easing in and an easing out, but I don't want any easing. I just want it to stay hidden. So why is it being such a cheeky monkey? Maybe it's that it hides. It hides it for the 5 seconds. Fades in. Let me try this. No. I think it hides it after the 5 seconds. No? Yeah, it hides it after the 5 seconds. Interesting. Yeah, there's something I'm not understanding here. But you get that this logic tree, that's how you trigger basic interactivity. You can even have like certain actions, like they can walk from one place to another, things like that. I don't need it to do anything like that yet, but maybe eventually. Who knows how long their adventures will go on. Anyways, I'm too hungry. My stomach's growling. I got to go. This is about as far as I wanted to get, anyways. At least the scene is set up. I just apologize that I'm not getting the logic to work as I have in the past. But so be it. Um, Let me know in the comments, or, if you have any questions in regards to where this could go next, or what I'm doing wrong, because I clearly am. But yeah, until next time, see y'all.